What's it mean to be badass in 2025 and 2026? Stay right here. I'll tell you all about it. That's this week on the Badass Agile podcast.
Greetings, team. Welcome to the Badass Agile podcast. I'm your host, Chris Williams.
Oh, my friend, I have missed you. The best part of my day is sitting down in front of this microphone and talking to you. Well, if you've been listening for a while, you've heard my episodes on the 13 qualities of a badass leader. Maybe it's time for an update. This is a weird world we live in. But first, let's take a moment to remember why we're here. To create an elite tribe of leaders who truly serve their clients and communities by doing what matters and what works, relentlessly chasing value and excellence like a badass. There's so many resources out there about what you need to do to be agile, but we're focused on who you need to become in order to lead teams. So let's hammer down those fundamentals to create a truly unique and powerful force in this industry. If you enjoy this episode, do me a favor, share it with your friends so they can benefit too. Now, I'm not a political person, or at least I prefer not to be political in mixed company because you never know who you're going to offend. And I completely respect every person's choice to pick the values, the virtues, and the leaders and the issues that represent them best. But no matter which side of the fence you're on, I think you'll agree stuff is a bit messed right now. As of this writing, Jimmy Kimmel was just suspended for his speech. And as of yet, has not been reinstated, although there's a ton of protest and backlash happening. But the point being that these are weird times that we live in. Economic instability, political instability, all kinds of issues around mental wellness, violence, poverty. I think people are feeling more and more helpless. And that's what I want to talk about in this episode. Whether you practice Agile or you don't, you have an opportunity to affecting change by being the leader that you want to see and helping others do the same. So now more than ever, a badass leader is fearless. They are certain. Fearless and certain enough to say what they need to say what they believe. Look, you've been in this industry for a while. You probably have some opinions on how to do Agile or Scrum or Kanban or whatever, how to do those things well. So go ahead, speak your mind. Stop worrying about what the Agile industrial complex is going to say. Stop worrying about what the founders might think or what the people around you have to say, especially when their hatred and intolerance boils up. Now, a great leader is someone who can say what they want to say, but also be open to the opinions of others, to changing their mind, to being exposed to new facts and realities that shape those opinions. But one of my favorite qualities of a badass leader, and it takes a lot of work to achieve it, is that kind of emotional control that allows you to hear what other people are saying, to not take it personally, to not let it negatively affect your state, and to not let it sway your opinion. Being open to other ideas, to me, is cornerstone to agility. You're not always right. You're not always expected to have the answers and to be right. You're expected to use a team of people to figure out right. We've lost that in society, and I suspect we've lost it inside our teams and practices as well. So without taking any special classes or picking up a book or going to meditation, can you focus on the simple practice of being aware of your responses? When somebody says something in a LinkedIn comment and it rubs you a little bit the wrong way, it might even be a little bit aggressive or offensive or rude. Can you display calm and evenness of disposition so that you don't engage in one of those flame threads that you see everywhere on all forms of social media? I'm currently of the mind that social media is a little bit of a poison. If I could do one thing, I'd probably turn off the ability to comment on any of it, because it's for the most part a waste of time. And on a really bad day, it's bad for your emotional well-being. So don't go there. So I think a great leader knows how to hear something, even something unpleasant, even something ill-intended or mean, and realize that it's not about you. And that responding to an emotional response with another, more offensive emotional response isn't going to do anything to make you feel better. You have to feel better all on your own. You have to stand by your convictions while maintaining a strength and certainty, not so that you can be civil or polite for its own sake, but because that's how great leaders behave. They're not easily shaken up. They're in their center. So being more aware of how you're responding to the situations around you, just giving a careful think. Read something twice before you send it. And ask yourself, is this necessary? Is it true? Is it right? Is it helpful? And if not, throw the draft away. Number 2, now more than ever, fail, fail, fail. Encourage others to fail. We are so much, contrary to the point that I just made, we're so much in the headspace of needing to be certain, needing to be sure about what happens tomorrow, that we're unwilling to take risks. Say no to the job that isn't right for you. Stick your nose into an area or a domain where you don't belong. See what you can learn. Maybe there's new opportunities there. Build the thing that only you could build. Break all conventions and patterns and try something new without asking for permission. But be willing to explore boundaries and limits. I see people all the time in our little space, our little practice, people whose opinions I don't necessarily agree with, who are starting their own thing. They have the courage to say, well, listen, I'm tired of waiting for people to grant me a job. I'm going to build something on my own. That's what we're all about here in Badass Agile and the Forge for the next year or so at the very minimum. It's about empowering yourself and others to try in an age where we have so much intelligence, so much technology. It's so easy to reach 8 billion people if you need to. Why not use that platform to say something distinct? And most importantly, to take control over your own destiny. Who's going to give you your next job? Who's going to sign your next paycheck? You are. And finally, in a time where it's difficult to remain hopeful and positive, be hopeful and positive. It'll mean the world to others around you. And again, I think that's what leaders do. They go first. They recognize that others are watching and hoping. They put in their trust in you to somehow know what to do next when nobody knows what to do next. That ain't easy. But if you can do it, despite all of the noise and all of the disagreement and all of the uncertainty that's flying all around you, if you can do that right now, you can lead people in ways that has nothing to do with Agile and yet everything to do with what we do every day. How's that for a riddle? The point is, one of the unwritten rules of Agile, hidden under the principle that what we do must be sustainable, that we can carry this on indefinitely, implies that we have a duty to not do things that burn people out. And that includes being a beacon of hope and happiness and positivity and opportunity for everyone around you. Because, my friend, they need it right now more than ever. Anyway, that was sitting in the back corner of my brain, and I thought I would dump it here so that you all could enjoy it. You can find me, as always, at badassagile.com or reach me using the contact information in the show notes below. I want to thank you, as always, for being a listener, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time here in the Badass Agile podcast. Until then, stay badass.